So lately we've been getting a lot of complaints from customers that this particular person, the way she interacts with them, and she don't know how to talk to nobody. I'm gonna just, tell y'all like it is. She don't know how to talk to nobody. I've complained about this so many times because it's not like I could put them in their place. Me being, much younger than the person, they already don't have the respect for me as, a team leadership. They don't look at my position as something to respect. So I don't expect her to, and I don't care if she don't like it, but she should respect my position and the work that I'm there to do, but she don't. So I don't really expect nothing different out of her. However, again, she don't know how to show good customer service. She forgets that her job is to care for students. Your job is to care and to serve students. You're in the wrong field if this is not something you're here to do first and foremost. And that's something that she failed to get through her head. Put the children first. That should be the first thing that comes to mind in the morning, what you're here to do. And the thing about it is, she don't care. Some people only work at jobs for the money. But you had a choice, and you did not have to pick that. You only picked that because you seen the opportunity to fulfill yourself. Some people are picking jobs and for reasons they have nothing to do with what they are there to do. They come up on these jobs and expect to be treated as they are just so the utmost important person there, and that everything else just revolves around them. And that's not the way it's supposed to be when you're dealing with children. So not to get too much into details about my work, because a lot of y'all who have been here for a long time visiting the channel, you already know what I do. And so those of you who are new to the channel, I do work in the school system, and I'm going to leave it at that. So very seldom I decide to come on here and vent about work because I've done it so much in the past. And again, I speak about narcissists on this channel. So if I'm talking about something going on at work, it's dealing with the narcissist at work. But this, I'm telling you again, is new to me. I'm starting to see how those around her uphold her behavior, which is keeping her there. Because I've tried everything I can to have her removed, and it's just not working. It's not working in my favor. Not now. It's not. At the moment, it's not. And it's becoming frustrating. And I'm stressed. I know I'm stressed. I'm not going to come before you putting on a brave, happy face, because I'm not. I've been stressed out since about the last 2 weeks when she really started to show this very low vibrational, vindictive, control freak, toxic behavior more than she normally do. Narcissists, they work in patterns, but sometimes you can't just expect them to stay the same. And okay, this week they're like this, next week they'll be like that. Sometimes you can expect to see them be the same way and portray the same behavior for weeks at a time. And she's going through a downward spiral right now. She's just kind of like spiraling out of control. So she's up and down. She's hot and cold. She's very malignant. She's difficult to work with. She creates a toxic environment. She has a very low vibrational spirit and energy. It's not easy to work around someone like that, And it's just been her and I. It's just been the two of us there. And, I hold the office position, and I do the office work and the paperwork and everything that needs to be done in the system and whatever, and not to just sound like, oh, I'm above her, so I'm better than her. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with we both have a job title to uphold. So, you're there, what you're there to do. I know what I'm there to do, and that's the job I fulfill. She don't. What she does is step out of place, which narcissists are known to do. She wants to do her job and tell me how to do mine. that will kind of please her in the way she'd rather do things, that takes away from the customer service. It gives you a controlling image to where you run people away from you, and you're running, you're running what we're there for. You're kind of sabotaging everything that you're there to do. You're making people not want to come into the area. You're making people just constantly complain about you. And some of them have just said, I'm just going to not worry about dealing with it at all, because they are even seeing a history of nothing happens. Nothing happens. If I see it and I'm working right back there with her, then they know that nothing is happening. So the principal, she's come to me about 3 times now. Friday made the last time she came to me, and she was like, we have a problem. We was told that such and such treated a student this way. I don't know if you were there. And I'm like, no, I was not there, but I was told about it. I addressed it, and I told them that, I would handle everything. And I thought I did, but I guess the person, which I don't blame them, they had every right to take it further and make a complaint to the parent, so that the parent can make the complaint to the school. And they did that. And so the principal was like, the principal, that's their school. They were like, I can make the call if I need to get rid of this person. If you have a principal who does not want you there, but you have this new policy in place to where, now this is a new policy before let me see. There's a newer policy in place now, but the one before then, which was just 3 months ago before it was changed, it shows that the department we're in, the principal cannot, make decisions as far as who works in that department. And so that sucks for people like me who have to deal with toxic individuals, because now they won't be disciplined and you won't see anything happen to them, But now there's a newer policy that went into place about 3 weeks ago, which can work in my favor. And I'm going to, see about everything that we spoke about Friday on tomorrow, And so this person was just completely out of line the way they treat people, especially children. Again, you're there to serve children. That should be your first priority. That should be the only thing you really care about, not yourself. So the principal said, I can have her removed, from this site. I can do it. And she said, you just give me the say so. I say, I've said it 2 times before, but they just keep, and she was like, but they're just keeping her here. They can't find anyone to replace her with, blah, 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 for whatever reason. But now, there's a chance that she can just be switched out with someone else. And I really hope that happens, because I'm at the point where it's going to be me or her. And I don't want to leave there, because I enjoy working there. I love being there. Everybody's like, don't leave. If I was you, I wouldn't let her run me away. But y'all are on the outside looking in. I know that's easier said than done. It's not easy working up under stress like that every day and constantly. It's like, Lord, why am I always placed in the environment with these people? Why? I'm so happy. It's still a shock, in a good way. I'm happy, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and I'm humble that I got the promotion when I did about 2 years ago. I got the promotion, the money with it, and things were just so much greater for me. But I was placed there, February or March of this year, and even though all of that came along, still, I have all of that to be thankful for. Why am I always placed in a toxic environment? Not only that, it's a hostile environment with a person like her. Very, she's just so bent out on being a super control freak till she will, of course, like narcs do. They sabotage things around them. They will work so hard to destroy someone else till they ruin them. They will go down with you, but as long as they can bring you down. That's the way this person is. And I noticed that when they're up in age, it's like they're set in their ways and there's no chance of them changing. I don't expect them to. I know she's not. This lady is like 60 years old with the characteristics of a 21-year-old. She even talks like she's just so big and bold and, so about just mess and drama. That's all you hear from her. I hate to see her coming. I try to keep my earbuds in so I can tune her out, and it's like because she noticed you're tuning her out, they have to have attention. She comes and she constantly bothers me about the things that she already know what to do, so they're very calculated and vindictive. They're very manipulative to where she goes around the campus, and I'm pretty sure she's making up things on me. I know it. A lot of it's come back to me, and I'm not worried about it. It's the people, they're not, entertaining her on that. They kind of look at her as like crazy, which she is. But again, you have the higher ups that's upholding it until recently. So we shall see tomorrow how this go, and I will keep y'all updated once I speak to someone different now in the department who can have something done about her. Again, change behavior be better than just, oh, you need to go somewhere else, because she's going to take that somewhere else. And that's not what I want, But at the same time, you can't change a person. You can't make them change or none of that. I'm not holding her up to nothing. But let's just see what they'll do about it, because clearly I'm powerless. There's nothing that I could do about it. She comes in my office. She pushed things around on my desk, deliberately acting like she needs to use the phone. She has access to the phone. Fine. But you don't have to be disrespectful of my personal space, because it's still my office. We both have access to the phone. Access to the phone, for those of you who are always trying to correct me. I already know, and it's okay, because you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, she even at one time knocked my coffee till it spilled on the desk. Good thing it didn't hit my paperwork. By the way, if you would like to donate to my Buy Me a Coffee, you can. The link is in the description. I know y'all probably not, though. Y'all never do. But anyway, yeah, so she does things like that. And a lot of time I just like blow it off like she crazy, But it's just got to the point where pressure bust pipes, and I'm tired of it. And she got to go. Why should I leave? I'm tired of it. I'm learning to say no. And I'm learning to say no boldly, to where I don't care what happens to me, because I'm going to stand my ground. I have every right to. Like, I'm tired of sparing people feelings when they don't care about mine. I'm at the age now where I have very zero tolerance for almost a lot of bull. I'm just not going to deal with a lot of stuff anymore. I've always mentioned about my job, that particular one. I got way more years behind me than I do ahead of me. I could put in 3 more years and I'm out of there. Whereas with her, she can get out with age, but she's still not where the retirement requirements. She would have to put in 10 years. Whereas I'm 24 years. I was trying to go for 30 years to get like almost, I guess, the maximum. But to have to think about cutting something short just for the sake of having peace of mind, that's sad. And they really should think about stuff like that when it comes to value and, showing how much they value their employees. At the end of the day, we're both, there to do a job. But you make it difficult on my part, and to where sometimes I'm just forgetting what I have to do, because she deliberately, always have something to say to me with the most pettiest things and tedious things that she already know what to do. So I'm forgetting what I just had to do or what I just started on. All narcissists do this. They do this on purpose to keep you confused and keep your head, just all over the place, Anyway, I'm about to get ready to wrap this up, because I really didn't want to just talk about her. I wanted to talk about the thing how people really uphold the narcissist and why, And it is because they like that kind of behavior. It entertains them. It gives them something to look forward to. And it doesn't matter if it harms another person. Now, even when the principal called a meeting. First, there was a screaming match. I had my earbuds in again. The principal, once she came in and questioned me and stuff, and I was like, okay. So she was like, where is she? Let me have her word with her. I said, she's sitting over there in that room. She went to talk to her, just thinking like nothing gonna happen. She just gonna kind of like cop a plea and then kind of talk the principal's head off till she just say, okay, all right, well, from now on, blah, blah, blah. So that's that. But it didn't happen like that. Again, I had my music in my ear, and then I'm hearing like shouting. So someone else there, they text me and said, do you hear that? Because I'm outside and I can hear it. And I took my thing. Like, dang, she talking crazy to the principal. They don't care because she knew that she was going to be protected by those who are just like her. And that's what the case was. So that person had to come over there. They had a meeting without us being present, which I don't think is right. See, that's the thing right there. They always try to pull a fast one on you. If you're going to do something in order, everyone should be present at the table at this meeting. So when that person over the both of us came back and she was like, okay, so this is what we talked about, and from now on it'll be like this. And she came, but before that happened, the narc came in my office. See, I blame you for her coming at me because you got her thinking that you're in charge. And you're not in charge of nothing. You don't make the calls. I said I do make calls in here. I am in charge. No, you not. You're not in charge of me. Such and such in charge of me. I say she's in charge of the both of us, but I'm in charge of how things is running here. Like, no, you not. You can't make that call. I said I can make the call to make sure that a student gets what they need. And you denied that, and that's why she's handling it the way she is now. It's out of my hands now. I tried to make peace of the situation, and you ruined it because of your own selfishness. And she was, who's selfish? I ain't selfish. I say, because I know what I'm here to do, and these kids come first. But obviously, it's all about you, so now they going to deal with you. And I guess they'll figure it out. Yeah, they're going to figure it out. Because all I know is I know who I report to, and it's not you. That's what she said. I'm like, okay. Okay, so again, the person who's over the both of us, she came back and addressed us, let us know what her and the principal talked about, blah, blah, blah. Now, I feel like things should have been done differently. I feel like we should have all been there. And she should have just pointed out everything in front of her, but that's why I say I just kind of feel like she wanted to be like that, because anything can be said, like playing the fence, straddling the fence, playing both sides. You telling this person one thing, you come back and tell. And so it's like she came back there. Yeah, I talked to the principal, and from now on it'll be like this. And if you have a problem with the way things run, things are, if anyone come to you about something, just don't open your mouth, because the problem is the way you talk to them, and that's going to come back on me. Y'all are here to work together. I just want y'all to get along and respect each other. And I'm like, how don't I respect her? Like, that's not how that should have been done. It should have been more order to the briefing, and it should have made sense. She should have told her, you need to respect Miss Felicia because she is in charge here. You know what you have to do. Just come here and do that. And learn how to speak to people, because these are our customers. The students are our customers. They come first. That's what you're here for. If it wasn't for these students, then you wouldn't have a job, because this is the department you're working in, period. But she didn't say that. And she just completely gave her the authority to do as she's been doing, but keep your mouth shut. Be more nice to the people, because they say that you talk harsh and they're just tired of you. It's been a lot of complaints on you, and that's going to come back on me. So if it's something that you don't understand, you just jump on the phone and call me, and I'll be over here. And I'm like, why when I'm here? All right, have y'all way with it, because I already see now what this is all about. I've made peace with it now. So again, just wanted to speak on that. Like, it could be a stressful thing dealing with people like that until you're able to be clear on what's happening. And I see now that the body language between the two of them, and it's just unspoken language, and the way that there wasn't no eye contact with me, let me know a lot that I really don't care about, making sure that you get the respect you need in here. I don't care about that, because this is still my friend, and I know she have her ways, but you're just going to have to deal with it. And I don't care about your position, like, okay, well, I'm still getting paid for what I do, not her, even though she feel like she's, in charge. She's not, because that's what it's all about, a power position. And she wants to be in power, but she's not. She's very delusional to believe that she is. I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry, my phone had overheated, so I had to wait for it to cool down. But I want to end in saying nothing good comes of holding a narcissist accountable when you have people who enable them to continue their bad behavior. So it's like you just can't even expect nothing different to happen, nothing better. And of course, narcissists don't change because they don't see a reason to change. They don't ever see a problem with them. They're going to always turn it around on you. It's like putting a narcissist on trial when the jury is a smear campaign or their minions, just anyone who refuse to see the wrong in them for whatever reason. Maybe it's because they're afraid of them or the narcissist got something on them. And that's the only way I can pretty much conclude it. I can't think of any other reason that a person, would continue to excuse that type of behavior from another individual, even if it puts them in a position, that they have to explain themselves, or they may be at risk of losing their own job. I just don't understand. It's never that serious to uphold their behavior, but people do it. And so that's pretty much all I want to talk about in this video. Just wanted to give y'all an update on what's been going on with me with work, and just to kind of give you an idea of why it seems like when you're working with a narcissist that they kind of get away with what they do. They do because of those who's supposed to hold them to a higher standard. They don't. And this person constantly throws in your face that you're not the boss of me. I know that comes from jealousy. It comes from, the fact that they want to be the boss, and they know deep down inside they're not, but they're delusional. They kind of make their own rules and break all the other ones, including showing you respect, So that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Y'all can leave y'all thoughts down below. And again, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon.